On to part 3 of our series. So now that we've learned how to create a site, edit a page, as well as insert a picture, now we need to know how to edit our header, change the name of the site, add new pages, as well as change our navigation bars, and possibly add more navigation bars. So, if we would like to change the name of our site, we would start by going into More Actions. We would then scroll down all the way to the bottom to Manage Site. When you go into Manage Site, there's a lot of very important information here. If I wanted to change my site name here, instead of Klebanoff Google site, but Miss Klebanoff's Google site, I would always have to remember to save after everything that I do. Once again, I'll see that my changes have been saved at the top. While I'm in Manage Site, there's some very important information on the bottom left side of the page. Sharing and permissions, second to last on the bottom left. If I click here, I will see something very important. If you see that your website is only accessible within your district, well, then that will tell you that parents will not be able to access your site. You need to make sure that anyone can see this and anyone can find it. So you want to change this. Now, right now, it shows me that people within my organization can find it, but that they can also edit it. Well, I'm going to want to change some of these settings around. First off, I'm going to want to make sure that my website is public to anyone on the web. But if you notice, the minute that I went and changed it to public, it changed so that anyone can view. Well, that's okay. And that's how I want my settings to be. I don't want anyone to be able to edit this site except for people that I choose to edit. So now I want to save these settings again. And perfect. It's public on the web, and that's exactly how I want my site to be. Finally, themes, colors, and fonts. I'm going to click on this last one because right now my site's kind of bare. But even if your site wasn't bare, you can change anything that you want to from this location. You can browse for more themes. So if at this point you wanted to add a theme to your site, you can do it here. You can also choose a different kind of theme. If you didn't like the original ones, you have a whole choice of other ones here. Let's say you didn't want to choose a whole theme, but you just wanted to customize a specific section. You can do all of that right in here. You can customize any aspect of your site from this location. Don't forget, anything you do in a Google site, save, save, save. When you're all done, on the left side, click on the name of your site, and you'll be brought back to your main page. Now, right now on my site, I only have one page. If I wanted to add a new page to my site, I can click here to create a page. So to create a page, I'm going to name this page as ELA. I now have some choices. I can make it a web page, which is the page that you've been seeing. Announcements are similar to blogs. File cabinet allows you to host a lot of different information from the web or different documents to share. Those are the three that I would suggest would be the most efficient to use. Right now, I'm going to choose a web page, and putting it under the top level means that it's going to be put under the main page of your site. I'm going to create my page, and we'll see how I have now another page called ELA on my website. On this page, I can do a lot of information as well. I can put a lot of things on here. But what's really interesting is that if I go to insert here, I can insert anything from my Google Drive. I can also, from Google+, if I collect photos in my class and save them, I can choose to share out with parents a photo album right on my Google site. Once again, anything you do, save in that upper right-hand corner. Finally, let's talk about navigation. If we click on the More Actions, and we click on Edit Site Layout, now you can see on the left side, you can see it says Sidebar, but then if we hover over, we'll have navigation pop up. If we click anywhere in that navigation section, you'll see another box pop up. Now, some of you, it might automatically organize my navigation might be checked off. If this is checked off, my suggestion would be to uncheck it. The reason why I suggest that you uncheck it is because when you do, you can choose what pages will show on this sidebar, so that not every page on your website has to show, but you can also add other websites right here on the sidebar. If I specifically want to add my ELA page on here, but not my home page, I can have that here. But if I also want to add IXL, and then I can just add IXL.com. And then I can have this open in a new window so that anytime someone clicks on that, it will take them to a brand new window. If I click OK, look at how my navigation bar changes. You'll see how it says your changes have been saved. It kind of faded there very quickly. But if I click Close, we no longer have a home page, but we now have ELA and IXL. If I click on IXL, it now takes me out to the IXL website, while I still have my website open here. So that gives you a whole tutorial on how to change, edit your whole Google site. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out with me.